just like that, folks, we are back. It is time for the first elimination races on the new track. You see, we have our number 1 qualifier and our number 8 qualifier in the pits ready to go. Now, we had some mess ups with the graphic designer, so we went ahead and fired him. But as you can see, here's our updated bracket with Gryphon Soul against our returning champ, King Ty. Alright, we're going to head down to the track. I'm going to show you guys something pretty neat that we have going on. As you can see, we're moving down. Right here, we have a lot of work. Ignore the sounds, it's kind of hard to hear, I'm sure, but we have some awesome work coming for you guys, and this is going to be something that we're going to be debuting after we find out who our champion is, and then we will show you what this is going to be used for going forth. But there's a lot of hard work been going into while we've been gone, so hopefully you guys will enjoy what you see in the near future. Alright, back up to the track. Let's get these drivers lined up, let's get to our first race, and let's see who's going to be our first driver to move on. It's race 1. We got King Ty rolling up to the line. Then we got Gryphon Soul. He just pulled up to the line. Everyone seems to be ready to go. I'm excited to go. Let's see if Griffin can put on another great run. Drivers, watch the lights. There's a green light. Here we go. We got Gryphon Soul pulling. Oh my goodness, pulling so far out in front of him. That was an effortless race for Griffin. What did he run? A 3.318. Great run. Not as fast as, but a great run. You can see in the replay, he was way out in front of King Ty. King Ty with that 3.711. All right, let's get to race 2. Race 2, we switch lanes. First driver that wins 2 races moves on. Let's see if Griffin can take this in a 2-0 clean sweep for our first ever elimination on the track. Drivers, watch the lights. There's our green light coming down. Griffin pulling away easily, no effort needed. Beautiful run, 3.313 to a 3.677. Very consistent from Griff. Looked like he was just kind of keeping it even keel, wasn't trying to overdo it, knew he had the win, knew it wasn't going to be too big of a deal, and he was going to move on. So there you have it, folks. Let's go ahead and pull up our bracket. You got our first elimination. Sorry, King Ty, you were our champion last time. We will miss you. Hopefully we'll see you again. But we have Gryphon Soul from Diecast Motorsports, our first driver to move on. Now we're going to go ahead and focus on our bottom left, which is Kraiger Nelson Sr. versus Racing Rick at Rick's Diecast Racing. That's coming up next. Our next 2 drivers are in the staging lanes. As you can see, I spoke to both drivers. They saw the first race in elimination, so they know what numbers are being put down. They know that they're going to go against this next person if whoever wins. So let's head up to the track and let's get going. Here we are. It's race 1. Kraiger Nelson Sr. chose the left lane. We got them both up in the staging. They're both ready for the lights. You know what to do, drivers. Watch the lights. There's the green light. We're coming out pretty even. Kraiger Nelson pulling away about a couple car lengths. Smoothly takes that by about 3 car lengths with a 3.348 to a 3.470. As you'll see from our slow replay, couple cars, not a bad race. I feel like Racing Rick could still pull this out. Maybe get back to the pits, do a little bit of tuning, get to the other lane and see if he can put out a better number. Maybe take this to 3 races. Here we are. It's race 2. Drivers switch lanes as we know. Both drivers are ready. I want to see a good number out of Racing Rick. I feel like he can do this. Drivers, watch the lights. And here we go. We're going. Racing Rick trying to keep up, but Kraiger just pulling away. Now that race was closer. You have Kraiger with a 3.346 to a 3.433 from Racing Rick. As you can see, that was only about 2 cars. So Racing Rick tried. He definitely put more into it, trying to catch up to see if he could make this a 3-race series. But unfortunately, he was unable to do so. So our next driver that's going to be moving on with a 3.346 is Kraiger Nelson Sr. He will be the driver going against our number 1 qualifier, Gryphon Soul from Diecast Motorsports. Now, I know Kraiger didn't have the number that Griffin has put down, but I feel like with a little bit of time and a little bit of work, he may be able to put down a number that will give Griffin a run for his money. But now let's go ahead and focus on the right side of the bracket. In our next upcoming video, you will see these 4 drivers compete so that we can figure out who the last 4 drivers will be of this series, and then we will get to our finals. As always, folks, we want to thank you guys for watching. We appreciate and love all the support, and we will see you on the next one.